All right. Happy Monday, gang. Gardner here, Conscious Conversations. Coming at you from beautiful Oceanside White Rock here on this amazing midday. It's 12:05 here in the Pacific. Stained glass. Yes. Don't get caught up in the stained glass windows. This is spurred off a conversation I had with a colleague towards the end of last week. We in business development a lot. We surround ourselves. A great business team, of course, is all about setting up a team, a compiling of people of like mind, like heart, like different skill sets, complement each other, visionaries, creative, action doers, and so forth. That's really what makes up a good team in the business realm, right? And we, a lot of times in business, more times than not, at least from my experience, I'm going to go off this because it's all I really know, and based on the clients that I work with. The creative visionary tends to be a little bit more commonplace than the strategic and or other side of the spectrum, which are the doers, the action takers, right? To get shit done, let's roll up the sleeves. And the reason why I refer to the stained glass, I'm going to give you an example with a company that I'm involved with now. Amazing group of people, amazing creative souls and visionaries that have come together at this table to really make a profound impact on elevating people's health and their well-being. And I can see where my role as an anchor and as keeping people grounded is crucial. And this transpires to the business of life too, and I'll make that correlation. But in this example, when we create, when we dream, right? When we're visionary, that's what jazzes us up, right? We get fired up. We start to dream and scheme. We get that inner child in us that starts to live, and we could do this, and oh my God, imagine this, and I can see plans for this, and that is how beautiful things happen. Absolutely. And what we need to do is be mindful that always, it's a non-negotiable, always, at some point, we need to step back and make sure we're grounded at the nucleus or the foundation of what we're building. So in terms of sitting there admiring the stained glass windows and all their beauty and intricacy in the cathedral, we need to make sure that we do our due diligence to honor the structure that we're building so that the cathedral can house those amazing stained glass windows, or in other businesses' case, provide an experience or an impact or an elevation of someone's quality of life, whatever it is. That is a byproduct of having the proper infrastructure to that business's cathedral. Now in life, it's the same. It is the same. We need to pull back to the nucleus of who we are in life, and you've heard me talk about going through life and allowing other people's gravitational influence on us, people, media, movies, fantasy, whatever it is, starting to have a gravitational effect on us, which pulls us away from the nucleus, or in this case, our truth of who we really are. So being mindful of that, as if you are the bricklayer and the fabled, two bricklayers are building a cathedral. One's a sweaty bricklayer. The other one's building a cathedral. It's the same perception, the same principle. Keeping that in mind, that whatever your life is, it is a cathedral. And that cathedral will always be anchored on that cornerstone of your truth. Business is no different. So in the case of this amazing concept and amazing new business landscape that I'm involved with, the potential aura and experience of someone when they walk into this cathedral and view things through that amazing stained glass are only going to happen if we remind ourselves that we need to build the proper infrastructure to handle it. Business, life, relationships, it's no different. And I'm gonna, for the sake of argument, say that relationships are exactly fit into this stained glass kind of analogy. What is the honeymoon phase, right? Or what is that kind of feel good phase in a new relationship? Well, yeah, it's great. It's kind of the visionary. It's our inner child, right? We're kind of, wow, this is great. It's exciting. We get the butterflies, and all of that's valid. And all of that is the visionary. All of that is, wow, we could have this type of life or this or that. Everything is great. And if we don't, again, pull back our own gravitational constant to get to the cornerstone of that nucleus of what that dynamic is in a relationship, which in my opinion is truth, communication, transparency, then ultimately that stained glass window will crumble because the infrastructure is not there. So I've just really, the reason why I'm sharing this today is because I've seen that this style analogy shows up in every facet of our lives. And I use it all the time in coaching, and it gives my clients a very tangible concept with which they can be objective. And ultimately, as business owners, as owners of your own business brand in the game of life, we need to remove ourselves from the picture frame periodically, which is pulling back to that nucleus, to have an objective opinion of what's going on, and then go back in. And that's how we effectively build anything in life. So wanted to share that with you today on this Monday, coming on June 21st. There it is. Mad love to the courageous. Love you guys. Keep on rocking and rolling. I'll talk to you soon.